ban offlaners. So
They banned the Broom. That hero's unpicked, I think, at this tournament so far.
why would they be worried about the brew this game? Do you think what would it necessarily be very good at against OG's lineup? Does it make a carry IO game hard?
10 seconds.
I mean, it is a ton of teamfight that they provide together. I've been thinking that Brewmaster was going to get picked a little bit more at this point. Just that all the players and all the teams have been telling me that Brewmaster is like unlaneable. We're just going to go for the Grimstroke here. So
Okay. I mean, it's against an IO, so you're always going to get easy soul binds.
Their only real setup is Sven.
I mean, and that looks to be what I mean. What does this look to be? What Ramsey Sven?
Ramsey Sven. Grimstroke is and AA are the supports.
Yes.
Leshrac mid, and then Omni.
And
The
Omni
obvious
offlane.
ones. Yeah, the obvious
okay.
ones.
And back to OG. If it is going to be an Ana IO again, we're still looking for Thompson's hero. Oh,
I think it is still Thompson.
Well, unless it's Thompson Pangolier. He's played mid Pango before. And it might be still this game, right? Thompson playing the Pango, is he playing the Tiny? Okay,
No,
he's playing the Tiny.
It's a Pango and Jerax, yeah.
Okay, sticking with what they've been playing more recently, but it is indeed the Ana IO. We've seen it twice before. Won both of the games, right? 100% win rate.
100%
Ana
win
with
rate
his
on
carry
carry.
IO. And we're going to get to see it firsthand here on this stream, so all very exciting. Looking forward to see some of the Ana IO.
So they literally only have the one setup stun coming from Ramses. So Leshrac, I feel like no one could have a little bit of a struggle time here setting up for his stuns if he doesn't have Ramses near him. And Ramses might just want to be playing a lot of the farm game here. I mean, I don't know how to judge the carry IO. After seeing yesterday, they were 8k gold behind both games.
And they made
he got
those
Dominator,
comebacks.
he got the Aghanims, and the game completely turned around, and it's the same thing. They have the Elder Titan, which buffs up the spirit damage as well, which makes it do just an absurd amount of damage inside the team fights. So looking at VP, I think it's just like BKB timing. Your Sven gets super buffed, he jumps onto this IO and just kills him. So I think they're going to have to be playing a bit of a like space-making game with the other four, while Sven just gets the farm game.
But very excited to see
Dota.
this go down. Let's see. Can Ana do it yet again?
So now that I have questions.
Yes.
So because we're gonna be going toward, we'll start about the early game where your IO is gonna go for the Dominator plus the Aghanims, right? Now we're gonna go toward the later stages. How does this hero work when you attack tethered allied targets with Pangolier and stuff? How does this ability work?
There's no way that would. I don't think that would do.
What
anything.
about with
if
Tree
you
Volley?
Swashbuckle, Tree Volley
Doesn't count as attacks.
I don't think it counts.
So
as attacks,
okay, so
right?
those
I
two.
don't think that
So
would
this
do
time
anything.
around,
well, we'll see. Maybe.
I think it might work with Pango.
Well, you think you Swashbuckle?
Because Pangolier in
it is
ready?
attacks.
So Pangolier, if you have Searing Arrows in ability draft, you proc Searing Arrows on and Impetus on every single of one of your things on one of your attacks.
If
so I'm
that's
feeling
the
it might
case,
work with the IO.
You might be right. Swashbuckle and
So what about
tether attacks
when you have
allies target?
What if you have an Aghanims on Pangolier and
Yeah.
you're tethered? Do you shoot out attacks all over the place?
No, because some of those attacks don't hit anything, right?
But what if they do? Are you just shooting like crazy all over? Someone is
We're
going to have to
gonna
update us with
find
that
out.
one.
We're gonna find out.
Hopefully we'll find
You
out
see,
because that's level
obviously-
25.
Obviously, as professionals, we know the answer, and we've seen it a million times before. We just want to keep you viewers on the edge of your seat so you get rewarded with the surprise once the level 25 comes out.
The only reason I'm throwing these out there is because the way that OG drafted their games yesterday with the carry IO,
They
it was
had
about
that
it. They
stuff.
had a steroid. They had the Wind Ranger in the mid lane, then they had the Troll Warlord. They had this hero that he could tether with so that when he hits 25, he's able to go absolutely crazy. So I'm throwing some stuff out there. I could be completely wrong, but I'm hopeful to see that if it works with Swashbuckle, I'm super excited
Of
if he
course
gets 25.
I was going to say, he does have
It's
to get
25.
Yeah,
Yes.
he does have to get, which he did, was it in both of the games?
No, the second game he did not
He
hit
did not
25.
get 25. No. It does take quite a bit of time to get to that level.
Or maybe he got it like right at the last second, but yeah.
Sure.
Aggressive tri-lane, aggressive quad lane actually here positioned by VP trying to put the pressure on right away. It will be spotted though. As OG, they'll perch himself down bottom instead. Thompson is also smoked up, so OG, they were smoked as well. I hope somebody gives me that answer though, because I know in ability draft, since I play a lot of Dota, ability draft, if you have impetus as well as swashbuckle as well, you proc individual impetuses on all of that as well. So that's why I'm feeling like swashbuckle counts as individual attacks.
It really just depends on how it's coded.
Yes, that's
so
what I'm thinking about.
This one's up to the Valve programmers. How have they made the game?
I'm super
Did they
curious
intend
to
make the game in the way that it's going to play? We'll see.
Hopefully we get
Sure
to see
they did.
25, but we'll get there if we do. And
now
Ice
Frog knows. He's watching. He's like, well, I know what happens.
The stun coming forward. They've got the slow as well on No Tail. The tether movement speed, though, we'll be able to keep that Elder Titan safe.
Absolutely perfect.
As it's 3 bounty runes for OG.
Alrighty.
So it will be at least VP beginning this, claiming this one right here. But that was 2 stuns committed also in this aggressive tri-lane already from Ramsey, so down to already 130 mana. But yeah, they're really trying to put the pressure onto this IO. So that means Pasha probably going to have a bit of a rough time down bottom as the Omni Knight, but he'll still get something. He's an Omni Knight in the safe lane. Even though he's versus an Enchantress who's going to be dishing a lot of harassment out versus him, he'll be able to get experience. And a couple last hits whenever it's under the tower.
I mean, which lane do you think is going to suffer the most? Who's drawn the short straw in these lanes?
I'd imagine that it's the top lane that has to suffer for OG. They're versus an aggro tri-lane that's pretty damn strong. If IO steps up too far after a couple of aggressive hits, he's dead to the combo. But that's what he said also. Yeah, No Tail, since he's versus a tri-lane, he's always getting the triple Astro buff. So it's a lot of damage he's punching out as well. And Pasha actually gets 6 and 0 last hits, while Seb only gets... Oh, actually, the whole wave's still pushing in onto Seb, so he actually didn't miss any. But Pasha was able to get quite a lot there.
Now, in this lane, Pasha should be alright on his own against these two, or is he going to start to have any issues?
I think he'll be okay. Like, he's gonna be able to force this wave out constantly. So once the levels start building up, the enchantments, it starts being more annoying. But yeah, he looks like he's doing just fine. So these 3 lanes right now for VP set up very nicely. They're farming across the board, and they are putting pressure. Only 3 last hits on Ana.
Harassment on Noah, but no one's prepared. He's got that salve ready and still a shared tango.
Tiny, doing tiny things, of course, in the mid lane. Rarely heroes that he doesn't do bad versus. Still the same kind of thing as we've seen from the Tinies for over the last year plus.
See an attempt here from Ramses. He's going in with the ink swell, and that'll do it. First blood for VP.
Yeah,
they're able to get in and on top of IO. As you say, this is the lane where OG's going to struggle the most.
Yeah. Pasha now getting beat on quite a bit here. Jerax is able to get the procs as well. And he's actually pushed up really far forward. Pasha's dead.
Seb's the one to claim it too.
I think that was 3 lucky shot procs by Jerax there with that Orb of Venom as well. So
kill for a kill on the side lanes. Both of the situations where each respective team's outnumbered.
Look at this, Thompson Haster, and he's running up top. He wants to help out this tri-lane.
Yeah, he's going to get some action here. Toss over. One more punch on a Roger. That'll get it. Inkswell will be attempted to be juked out by Thompson. In fact, no, he doesn't need to. He's just going to continue to try and run in. Punch down the AA. Solo's trying to turn, throw what spells he has available out. A tree's picked up. Thompson tosses over, gets the double. Doesn't quite get Solo, but he's certainly set up for the cleanup. As Anna and No Tail come round, and they end up killing off all 3. Thompson.
That's such a Thompson move, right? He's just like, my top lane's going bad. I gotta help him out. I'm going in. Gives up his life for the better cause to help and save that tri-lane. The madman. And he comes right back to the mid lane. So has TP available, of course, and he didn't actually get set back too much. He's same experience, same last hits.
Very much. I'd absolutely value trade there from OG. Sure, Thompson dies, but he's back up to full HP and mana. Back to the lane quicker than he would have been if he walked back himself.
Yep. Ana still, of course, suffering in last hits, unable to really get much of anything anyway. Only 8 still for himself here on the IO. Missing a couple here under the tower. We'll get that one here.
Bottom lane Pasha still finding a very good amount of farm. In fact, still continue to outfarm Seb. Top lane. We have a fight attempt here from No Tail and Ana with the help of Jerax's rotation, and it will get them the kill on Roger. OG continuing to sort of pull resources towards that top lane and strengthening.
The toss back.
Thompson. Toss back underneath the tower, blocking him off as well, getting those tower hits in. Thompson quite got the damage to finish off. Fairy firing the bottle charges.
He's got another toss. He's diving. Okay, he's not.
He was seeing if he could get in for that. It's not going to be quite the case.
They're giving out a TP mid now with Roger. Refill the bottle so no one can keep inside a lane instead of having to go back. So he'll at least stay as the Slash in mid versus Thompson. But Thompson's committing forward. He wants to go for the kill.
He's in. Combo. Is it enough damage? It is. He just walks up and takes the life of no one in that solo kill.
He puts the loser down, of course.
I mean, that's a 1v1 heads-up kill from Thompson.
He did the math.
Continuing to make these plays from mid lane to top lane. He's involved in 4 kills before the 5-minute mark.
And now top also, Jarek's looking to commit forward on these bounty runes. Jarek's taking a ton of damage though.
He will die for it. See if OG
Ramses
can find the trade. They have cornered Ramses. Ramses popping the stick charge. Can't get away though. Anna and No Tail will be able to find him. Sure, Jarek's dies, but they're killing off VP's position 1.
Yeah, they're getting tons of trade kills all over the place. See, pretty damn good start here for OG. That being said, VP, still, they're looking very good inside these last hits. You see Pasha is free farming down bottom. Lesh, no one's still having a good time in mid, but he's going to have to tank up. I think buy the Bracer, buy a raindrop. I think that's like the key things you're always going to be want to do versus a Tiny. As Thompson is looking to just go for this pressure non-stop.
So the HP that Thompson has, there's no way that no one can really nuke Thompson out of the lane.
Yeah.
He can stand his ground, take the CS. Start to move towards top once again with these movements. Jarek spotting out solo.
I mean, Ramses has 28 last hits, but his farm is pretty poor because he just died twice. And he's had to just kind of commit to help out his team a lot in this aggressive tri-lane. He's not doing so good.
See both sides. Look for the rune. Oh, look what he's got again. Thompson. He gets another haste rune.
Oh my god.
The second haste rune this game, and that's going to allow him to get him by the shrine. Shrine will be popped. Roger does stay alive for now. Jarek trying to finish him off. Will be able to break the cold feet by swashbuckling to the side. Thompson continuing to chase with that haste rune. Will be able to run down solo.
And Roger too. He's going to continue chasing for this one. He has another avalanche in 3 seconds. A toss to Roger. Thompson will give him some mercy instead of diving and maybe dying for the kill. 2 haste runes though. They're still pinging top. They want Ramses. He steps back into the stomp, and there's a rotation. We see Thompson's wrapping around.
Setting over. Like a shot procs there onto Ramses. They get the toss into the avalanche. Thompson, he's got his eyes on both of them, and he's going to be able to get them. The setup again from this Tiny. Thompson popping off.
And they're looking, and Noto even tips no one, because he's just like, no one's just sitting in the mid lane passively while Thompson's just running around making all the space in the world.
This is the point. And he's got
Roger
another.
as well.
Thompson, he's killing everybody.
He's gotten the 2 best runes in the game for himself as well with the haste runes, but oh my god,
This is the point where if you're VP, you're pinging your mid. You're like, dude, their mid is just ganking and destroying us. We need help. But as a Lesh, he can't do what Thompson's doing for sure, but it's got to be frustrating for VP to just see Thompson have this freedom to run up and down from top lane to mid lane, causing absolute havoc.
And they're just continuously running at them. No. Look at this, they already have the Dominator now finished on Ana. He's starting to get aggressive, he's tethered up. They're looking to make all these aggressive
tri-lane
plays.
is absolutely over on the top lane.
This Sven's game is starting to feel pretty damn over. He's level 4. He's got 2,400 net worth in comparison to the 3,200 of the dual lane IO that they had up top. OG just running rampant over VP right now, 12-3. Oh my god. And the rune again, they're setting up for it, so 4 seconds till rune spawns. They're not set up. VP, we see no one is running toward bottom. Is he going to be able to get a lucky one? Nope, Thompson gets another one.
Again, and it's a very good one. An Invis rune. That's a kill in a bottle right there if he wants to go for it.
All of VP, they're just positioned all around each other now. We see the 2 supports level 3, Pasha's level 6, but this is now, Pasha can't lane bottom either because Enchantress hits 6. This is looking extremely problematic right now for VP.
See what Thompson's saying. He's going down bottom. Nobody is around there, so won't be able to quite find a jump.
I mean, no one's going to be playing just the farm game now, it seems. I was saying I'm very concerned for VP because they only really have the setup from the Sven. And now Sven's been shut down. What do you expect? You want Ramses to run around making plays for your team to set up for your Leshons? It's not what he wants to be doing. So they're going to have to start making these moves around the map that are a little bit awkward for no one. I feel like he has to start to become that space maker for Ramses. And he doesn't have setup if Ramses isn't there, like we mentioned in the draft. OG. Now starting to pressure some towers here. Seb building up tanky, of course. Treads, Bracer, Raindrop, like we were mentioning. And then he's going to be going back for a Hood just so he doesn't have to worry about all that magical damage that VP does have. But they're just freely pushing this one. Ana's free farming. Ramses is at least getting some space in the jungle with some with some stacked camps here, but besides that, the rest of VP is just running around.
Total chaos being caused by OG these first 10 minutes of play.
Yeah.
It's hard for VP's heroes to keep up with.
It's scary for no one, like I was mentioning. He's got the Bracer finished up, so he's a little bit tankier, but they have so much burst damage. That's why they picked up the Tiny. They saw the Lash, like, this Lash is going to be core. We know how squishy this hero can be, and that's why they wanted this hero for Thompson. All that mass burst damage versus these 2 squishy supports as well. AA plus Grimstroke.
can get it. Thompson. Just going to TP up towards the top lane as these bounty runes spawn.
So they'll get 3 as well for OG, so continuing to grow that lead. We have Tomes coming out here, but the supports of VP, both level 3, like we were mentioning, they are very far away from those level 6s that they kind of need. It's Roger, couple impetus. Will hide himself in the tree line. Do they connect Avalanche? They do.
They do. They've got him. Another kill for Thompson to get involved in mid lane. Jerax is going for the roll. He's going to set up for the stomp. In fact, he's caught both of them. Gets the angle perfectly onto both Solo and No One.
Oh my. Dude,
Two more deaths on VP as they are getting absolutely slaughtered.
You know, I really don't like saying this one, but this game is looking pretty impossible for VP to come back. And knowing VP, they're probably feeling pretty devastated right now. They're starting to ping their mid tower, so this is their big X factor. Can they defend this mid tower here and take a fight versus OG? It's really not feeling like it right now, as they're not ready with their heroes at all. Ramses is showing up, but this is a Sven with a Midas. So here we go, the rotation's coming in. All of OG is positioned here.
See what sort of a setup no one can find. He is on top of No-Tail. No-Tail backing off the side. They'll get him. They'll get one. Now VP will try and chase for more. Thompson is there waiting on the high ground. Trying to run down Seb. Thompson hiding in the trees.
They have to be careful once Heavenly Grace starts wearing off.
He's going to turn. Impetus is out. They'll pop the ult. GA will be there. OG simply looking to wait it out.
They got the silence on him as well.
Anna's trying to come in with the save with the tether. They got the damage to kill off Seb. The bug's been killed. Seb is still alive. Finally falls, but Jerax, the rolling thunder angle. It's on all 4 of them. Jerax gets them beautifully cornered against the wall. As no one's out, Pasha's going to be chased off the side. Ramses will now turn towards Jerax. They will be actually able to kill him. Despite the angle and the combo, VP get the 2 kills. OG will still find the trade, getting the double for Thompson. But that certainly could have got a lot messier for VP there. They do get an even trade.
They kind of ditched Jerax there, right? They, instead of going for and maybe getting the Sven kill, they actually went for the right side, going for Pasha instead of actually getting the Sven. So some room there for Ramses that VP desperately needs in this game. And they defend their mid tower. That's the other big important thing. They push them away from that tower and keep themselves some type of map control. This mid tower is going to determine so much if VP is going to be able to hold on. If they lose this tower, their map is so short. They only have just a little bit of space for themselves, as OG will be able to continue invading. Roger.
Seb.
One more hit.
The swashbuckle, but out of range. The purification keeps Roger safe and out of there. Push on OG. So they can finish off the tier 1. Pasha stepping forward. Jerax. Catch eyes on him.
Anna's halfway to Aghanims, by the way, during all the space. Since his team is the ones running around making space, and he's been mostly just farming up during all of this. He's approaching that. Very scary timing. He's already got the level 10 talent also picked up. The big one, of course, is that 15 when you get that plus 75 per spirit. But still.
All 3 cores of OG just sitting at the top. And time is going to be needed for Ramses to start to break into them.
Yeah.
With that Midas. He has the opportunity to get the Midas plus an item on top and Echo Treads. He is going to be able to turn up to the fights with the God Strength and still have quite an impact. But it's going to be hard. With the stomps, the avalanches, rolling thunders, a lot of ways to just roll over the Sven and make it hard for Ramses to lock down on a target.
It is a lot of team fight just provided from OG between the 2 supports, right? The Pangolier as well as that Elder Titan sitting in the back lines able to get their spells off is going to be really devastating, and they're probably going to, because like we said, the VP stuns and setup are very tough to execute. It's only Ramses to set up for that less stun, for that Ice Vortex. Sure, they have Inkswell of course with that stun, but it's tougher to set up without an initial. So OG continue to put this pressure on with their 4 heroes. You see there are 4 of them playing into the enemy jungle. Now they're looking to react and defend this top tier 1. Anna, he has relocate available too. So he can join.
He's not only just picked up a blink dagger, but he's also found a double damage rune.
He's getting some
every
good
single
runes.
rune that he could have wished for, it's being granted for Tops in this game.
I mean, how many power runes has he? I see he got the illusion rune. Has he gotten like every single power rune almost this game? It does feel like it. As he's committing forward, DD, no one.
Oh, he's going to find him. Has he got the damage alone? Jax is here. So with the Rolling Thunder, Ice Blast has been sent out on
Splitter.
Thompson. They get the splitter onto the two, and then Thompson turning with that DD toss up. Can he kill off? No one he can. No one's dead. Pash is going to try for the rundown on Thompson, but Thompson baits it out. Now the backup's in. Seb starting to throw forward. The impetus is onto Pasha. He's surrounded in the trees. He's going to go for the TP out. Won't be able to make it though. Thompson blinks in, tosses him up. Pasha's still on the retreat, trying to run. He's hiding himself, but the impetus from Seb gets the kill. OG again able to take 3 and lose nothing in return.
And that's them taking the team fight with what? Three kind of heroes poised around the area. The fourth one shows up afterwards.
And Anna's
just still farming, and now he's got the eggs finished up without even having to be involved during most of this. Thompson he's just single-handedly kind of running around. I mean, not single-handedly. He's getting some help from his teams, but overall, this man right here, pointing at us right, he is just having almost a perfect game. That one death top, absolutely worth it to set up for success, to break the tri-lane from VP, to make sure that Ana has this spectacular game.
Against this AA Lesh and Grim, it's 15 minutes in, Seb's he's farmed up a full pipe.
Yeah. And Thompson gets the toss back as well on no one. The relay kick coming forward, no one. In a big, difficult place here. Ramsey's still
didn't get the stomp on him.
They actually missed it there.
Ramses is in. The GA backup. They're bringing them down low. VP striking back hard. The Soulbite continue to latch the two together. They'll get the 2 kills. Now they can try and look for more. Ana relocates out, but Zeb, he's been left behind. He has got that untouchable, slowing down the hits of Ramses. They'll try their best to chase.
The buybacks.
And they come. OG want to turn this around. Thompson coming back into the action. Roger immediately teeping out. Pasha's been left behind. Pasha will fall. Jarax rolls in on top of Solo. They'll find the AA as well. As OG, they'll lose heroes. They'll buy back. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Looked a little scary for a second, but just how tanky Seb is. I think Ana was still silenced from the Phantom. He wasn't actually able to tether and grab Seb, but either way, they were able to reset the fight from the buyback and chase forward as Thompson does die, but they will still continue this pressure forward, and they're not really letting VP farm, right? They've got Ramses with this Midas, but they're not giving him the space to actually get any type of last hits. No one now desperately pushing down bottom to be able to get his item finished up, his Yule Scepter, but they're just running at them, not giving them any breathing room. And almost level 15 now on Ana. So that damage, especially with No-Tail about to have max natural order, we know how much those spirits can really do. As they've ran these 2 Elder Titan plus the IO yesterday. Same combo.
Playing such a fast-paced game of Dota OG.
Ramsey's just he's trying to find any type of farm here. He's killing the Dominator creep. Will they finish it off? They will. Okay, so he gets 200 gold at least from that one. But as we see this Dota plus win probability.
88%. It's not a surprise seeing just how well OG's able to close the map up and not let VP have any sort of space to farm.
Another haste, another power rune. It's every single time. He gets every single rune. Especially now. They have all the map control, so you kind of expect it. But yeah, Thompson just...
And he always gets a kill at the minimum with it.
Yeah.
Always manages to make something happen.
No mercy as VP 17 minutes in, all 4 heroes positioned around each other, farming together. Deep wards already placed by OG. And there's that 15 talent, of course. So, yeah, Ana's damage in these fights is going to be through the roof.
Just taking towers as they wish. VP not in a position to turn up and try and hold.
Relocate bottom. They see no one. Jarek's already set up.
And that's all they need.
An easy one.
Set up into the combo, who yules himself up, but there's no getting out of this for no one. As any time, any sort of space is spotted out, Ana more than ready to counter that solo push-out play with the relocate.
They're just going to... OG's just going to continue to suffocate them, and that's exactly what's going to happen if you split push, like you're saying. Yeah, they just have so many different tools, and you look at the map, there's just wards surrounding the whole area of VP, and VP, if you look at their vision, they don't have much of anything. It's a dark map for them. They just have no information whatsoever. They can't even walk outside, as they will just get jumped immediately. Ramses... What's he gone for here? He's gone for the Echo Saber, so he's got that at least for his damage, but even walking in, there's so many ways to control him. If he doesn't have BKB in this game, they have the Spirit Slows, the ET Stomps, the Pangolier Disarms, the slows coming out from everybody on OG, and OG now already setting up for this Roche. VP, what can they make happen here? They're running toward this pit, but this is a tough place to fight. smoke is broken. They see them up there too with the ET Spirit, and they're just committing forward.
Topsit just goes in up to the high ground. They get the stomp on the Patch. Patch is going to be the focus. The Splitter comes out. That's the AA out of the fight. Solo's dead, and so is Roger. They've lost both of the supports. Impetus is out onto Pasha. Pasha tries to turn with the heal. Ramsey's holding his ground. Luna Wars, No-Tail. Stomp comes out. No-Tail finally falls. Ramsey gets the kill, but they've lost 4. They're going to lose 5. No one's surrounded. 5 dead on VP. Triple kill for Ana. The game just got even bloodier in OG's favor as they wipe the floor with VP, step back into the Roshan. It really does seem that there's no stopping OG in this game.
No, it really just doesn't feel like VP can take anything to them there. We see the backline, Solo just dies. There's just too much damage, right? Solo just dies to all of the different AoE that's coming out. And immediately they're just going to relocate to collect some bounty runes here on Ana and just continue this gold lead that they've been...
They're just playing it perfectly, and there's no opportunity for VP to do anything, it seems.
No. Look
Not
at this fight here.
Not a single play going their way.
They get the stomp. It's on Pasha. No-Tail just commits the splitter forward. Topson, he just looks for Solo, kills him in 1 hit, and then from there, the fight's a disaster. Roger, he gets Guardian Angel applied on him, but it's all magic damage. It's all different types of form of damage, and it's just escape from VP trying.
And every time, Jerax with the Rolling Thunder, he's hitting, heroes 6 times minimum. Yeah. He's always managing to find these situations where he's just knocking the entirety of VP about, and OG just diving the base now. Solo's dead. It's only 20 minutes in. It's 30-9. 30 kills at 20 minutes in for OG as they'll siege the high ground.
Such a beastly performance from Topson here. Like, look at this. Just jumping in, kill after kill. 13, 2, and 10. Made all the space in the world for his team, put all the pressure onto it. Now Ramsey's he's getting hit by this. He's getting hit by the spirits. The slow. He's got to back away as they will lose this Rax. And Jerax shows up back to the show, and they just call it. Yeah, it has to be expected.
It's over. This one...
It felt over for a long time.
It never even started for VP.
It really didn't.
This game never even started for them. OG ruling it from the off.
Jeez.
21 minute, a very painful beatdown.